during the year 1995, on the planet Hala, which serves as the capital of the Kree Empire, a warrior and member of Starforce named Ver experiences reoccurring dreams that involve an elderly woman. She is cautioned by Yanrog, her instructor and commander, to exercise control over her talents, and the Supreme Intelligence, an organic artificial intelligence that serves as the ruler of the Kree, advises her to keep her feelings in check. Ver is kidnapped and put through a memory probe by a gang of Skrulls, which are alien shapeshifters with whom the Kree Empire is at war. This occurs when Ver is working with official Ronan the Accuser to rescue an undercover spy. Ver manages to evade capture and uses an escape pod to leave the Skrull spacecraft before crashing into the surface of the planet. The existence of her draws the attention of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents Nick Fury and Phil Coulson, whose investigation is disrupted by an attack at the hands of Skrulls. During the subsequent pursuit, Ver is able to retrieve a crystal that contains her memories, while Fury is able to eliminate a Skrull who is mimicking Coulson. A further meeting between Fury and Ver results in Fury agreeing to cooperate with Ver while Talos, the commander of the Skrulls, assumes the identity of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent Keller. Using Fury's security clearance, Ver discovers that she was a pilot who is supposed to have gone away 6 years ago while testing an experimental light-speed engine built by scientist Wendy Lawson. Ver identifies Wendy Lawson as the lady who appears in her dreams. After Keller confronts them, the two manage to get away, with Lawson's cat Goose stowing away, and they fly a tiny freight plane to Louisiana. It was revealed that Ver's true identity is Carol Danvers after a rendezvous with fellow pilot Maria Rambeau and her young daughter Monica when they were together. Talos, who had been following her, shows there and calls out for a conversation. Using the black box recorder of Lawson's wrecked jet, Danvers discovers that an alien spaceship was responsible for shooting it down. She also recalls Yanrog's execution of Lawson, as well as Lawson's warning that the experimental engine's energy core needed to be destroyed in order to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. After shooting it, Ver was trapped in the explosion that followed, and her body absorbed the energy caused by the explosion. In order to bring the amnesiac Ver to Hala, Yanrog brought the last piece of Danvers that was written on her shattered dog tag. It is explained by Talos that the Skrulls are little more than refugees, and that Lawson's engine was designed to assist them in evading Kree control. She, along with Fury, Maria, and Goose, who for some reason scares Talos, go in their Skrull-modified cargo jet to a cloaked spacecraft in orbit, using the coordinates that Lawson had provided to Danvers. In that location, they discover the Tesseract, which is the source of the power that the energy core generates, as well as some Skrull refugees, including Talos' mate and kid. Since Yanrog's Starforce has been following them, it manages to kidnap Danvers and then present her in virtual reality in front of the Supreme Intelligence. Danvers fights back, and in the process, she realizes that a Kree implant that was supposed to give her Kree powers was really restricting them. This angers her since she feels that she has been exploited. Accessing her full force, Danvers escapes, gives the Tesseract to Fury for safekeeping, and battles the Starforce to give Rambeau time to fly herself, Fury, and the Skrulls to Earth, along with Goose, who is not a cat but an alien known as a Flurkin that can sprout powerful tentacles and whose insides are a pocket dimension where the Tesseract is placed. Rambeau ends the pursuit of Minerva by shooting her down. As Danvers pursues Yanrog, who is attempting to flee, he learns about the full scope of her abilities, which include flying. The soldiers that Ronan had dispatched to Earth in response to Yanrog's request are forced to flee as a result of her single-handed destruction of several ballistic missiles that Ronan had fired at Earth. On Earth, Danvers is able to swiftly beat Yanrog and then send him back to Hala with a warning to the Supreme Intelligence. Danvers gives Fury a modified pager so that she may get in touch with her in the event of an emergency. She also promises to assist the Skrulls in their search for a new home world. Later on, Fury writes a proposal for an initiative, but he changes the name of the program after discovering a photograph of Danvers with his previous call sign, which was Avenger. Danvers is introduced to the Avengers Steve Rogers, Natasha Romanoff, Bruce Banner, and James Rhodes, who were observing the pager that Fury had triggered. During a scenario that takes place in the current day and begins with the credits.